Hi Capricorn, welcome to your reading for September 2022. I know I'm a little bit late, I apologize for that, but then again I feel like everything is in perfect timing, like you're meant to hear it now. This is going to be for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or you may have a combination of those. Those intuitively guided. Thank you for paying attention to your intuition. You could certainly have signs or planets in the sign of Capricorn. Whatever brought you, I say welcome. Just real quick, I want to talk about my membership program, just for clarity. So it's something new I started last month. It's something I felt very guided to. I thought about it for over a year, but it just felt guided to me at the time, so I went ahead and started it. So what it is, 3 different tiers. There's tier 1 is just like it's a monthly thank you just for my work, which is $2.99, and I appreciate that so much. Tier 2 is $9.99, and it is member readings, so special readings for members. Also tarot lessons, and we may go live with some of them. I'm not sure yet. I'm going to try. And then it includes a few other things too. And then tier 3 is the one where a lot of people are getting confused, because tier 3 is the one that adds in the live readings where you can ask anything, and you can ask as much as you want. That tier I'm going to keep to 30. We are at, I think we just moved up to either 13 or 14. So, because I want to keep it pretty intimate. So, those are the 3 options. You can hit the join button below. It doesn't commit you. It just shows you what I just talked about. And then make a decision from there. Completely up to you. But I know some really, really wanted me to do this, and I've been putting it off. And then, I don't know, it divinely came to me. So, I'm a girl who listens to her intuition. All in perfect timing. And I think it's right by the super thanks button right under the video. And I've also had some ask about private readings. I do private readings. I don't take on a lot of them because they're pretty intense, they're long, they're usually at least an hour and a half, some 2 hours, whatever needed. You know what I mean? So a couple of people did ask about that, and if you look below any video you watch, I have all the information of how to order a personal reading. Again, I only take so many of those too, because I don't know, I love doing them, but they're very, very deep, so it takes a lot out of me. So I want to make sure I have energy for everything. By the way, the membership program will take nothing away from this personal channel. I want you to know that. You still have the same readings. We're still going to explore different situations, subjects, and all that. Okay? All right, enough talking, right? All right, we're going to use 4 different decks for you guys. We're going to use the Gilded Tarot for our clarifiers. We, of course, are going to open with our Mother Mary for our words of wisdom. I think I'm going to do a second spread using the Light Seers Tarot. And the reason why I want to do this, I want to look for synchronicities between 2 different decks. And then we're going to use the Tarot Dreams for your main spread. Okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. Your monthlies are longer, but I just feel like that's what they're calling for this month. But you do have bonus readings that are also shorter, so definitely check them out. Check out my playlist. I mean, there's a whole slew of information there for you, past lives, so I can know where I've been, so I know where I'm going or what I haven't cleared. Those are on a twin flame relationship. I have plenty of videos. I do those once or twice a month, not too often. But I did one not too long ago that was pretty mind-blowing. And then your personal year number, and then your life path number. So all that's under the playlist. Okay, guys. I just want you to get to know yourself as much as you can and from all angles. But let's begin. Capricorn, you've been showing up in a lot of people's readings this month. Hello. Action. Action. Maybe some type of action is needed. I'm going to make sure I have my volume up the whole way real quick. Okay, I do. Action. Today, I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. Today, I take action related to the priorities that I have previously put off. Action. Okay. Let's go ahead and give the Tarot Dreams a few shuffles. We're very close to the harvest full moon, which is on the 10th. Some of you may be seeing, think back to the spring, like what kind of seeds were you planting this year? Because this is usually harvest time, right? All right, we're just going to take off the top of the deck, and then we will shuffle these two decks. Let's just calm our minds. Shout out to my granddaughter, who is on the 26th of December, by the way. She's too young to be watching this, but I know some of you have the same birthday. Okay, let's begin. Well, we open with Temperance. Divine timing. Divine timing. Mother Mary is saying action. Divine timing must be now. Temperance is a lesson in patience. And the patience is so that something can come to full fruition, right? I don't want something before it's time because, it's half-baked, so to speak. So we can certainly measure this as time, and I feel like it's talking about, whatever we've been patient for, now it's time to take action in. It's divinely inspired, though. We have the 9 of Wands. I feel like this is saying that you guys have been putting a lot of hard work into something. Like your blood, your sweat, your tears. And, if there's something you want to get off the ground, this feels like the time. Like the groundwork may have been done. Interesting because it's a 9. It could talk, first of all, 9s talk about reflection. Reflection of your cycles, of your past. When you see the 9 of Wands, I feel like it talks about a cycle that's coming to an end, especially with Temperance looking right over at this person in the 9 of Wands. So I feel like it's like the final reflection in all that I have learned, all that I have gained, like spiritual muscles. I can look at it as all that I have lost, but that's not really going to serve me because this is about moving forward, action moving forward. 9 of Wands speaks about all the spiritual muscles you have gained or you're able to gain with the reflection of your, the cycles. Well, Palace of Pentacles. Well, that is a house of abundance, no doubt. But then we have the 6 of Swords. Interesting. I'm going to slide these over a little bit. The 6 of Swords is about leaving the toxicity behind. When I see the 6 of Swords, I always think of the 5 of Swords first. Because the 5 is asking for change. And I feel like this is you saying, yes, okay, I will give that change. But it talks about energy that is toxic to you. And, it can be people, of course. It can just be their energy. Or it could be situations. It can be your own thought system. Maybe I don't think that I could have this Palace of Pentacles, but yet here it is, right? It does look like, it could take hard work, but the hard work should pay off. Should really pay off. All right, let's keep going. We have the Page of Wands, who often feels my fool. This fool takes a chance, or this page is someone who, is very action-oriented. When I think of the page, I think of like our younger years and how, we made mistakes, right? But we took chances. And that's what it's all about. It's like learning for what didn't work. Maybe it shows me where I need improvement, what I need to change, that type of thing. But I feel like this page, the majority of the time, says yes to whatever is coming in. And don't forget, it's Temperance is bringing in this energy. So I feel like it's Temperance is saying, listen, there's some type of action on your part. First of all, I feel like it not only will benefit you in probably many different ways, but it definitely looks like in your finances also. Okay, let's keep going. Well, we have the Palace of Pentacles. Now we have the Palace of Cups. Huh. I mean, that's like an amped up 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. We have the Sun. Beautiful. Ruler of Leo. The Sun. The Sun is connecting these two palaces together. And one is of Pentacles and one is of Cups. I mean, it's almost like that energy of, can I have it all? Well, if I'm willing to put in the work, I think I can. Does that mean I'll be rich? Well, you'll be rich in some way, somehow. But this is not just about that. When you have the Palace of Cups, this is also about harmony. Harmony within, harmony without. The Sun gives complete illumination over your direction. Which way, if I'm questioning what action steps do I need to take, well, it's connected to your Pentacles and your Cups. What I love about the Sun, though, is it's really the feeling of like living through my inner child, like allowing my inner child to come out and play. It's a very light type energy. And then we have the King of Cups. Interesting. King of Cups can be a Scorpio, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Doesn't have to be, though. This King normally is someone who, especially in the upright, is someone who, first of all, I feel like they easily explore their emotions. It may serve this King to explore their emotions, their thought system, maybe relating to love, or maybe relating to pentacles, money. But this King normally has a true appreciation for a relationship, appreciates having that other person, you know what I mean? Like having that special person there. It's almost like if I follow the path, it's like Temperance is saying, patience has been needed. Something needed to be learned. It feels like I have learned it. I've gained my spiritual muscles, which can connect me to both of these palaces. The Six of Swords, again, the realization of what has been toxic, even if it's my own thought system. But it looks like as I clear that, like I'm moving towards this King of Cups. Again, male or female, doesn't really matter. It just talks about, someone who truly appreciates love. Now, listen, I was married to a Scorpio, and of course not all are the same, because he would be reversed. Alright, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, well, we have the Tower. It's at the bottom of the deck. That's good. Tower means, you know, something destructive. Something that felt destructive may have happened in your life. You know, I could be like, you know, that damn tower, but yet at the same time, I kind of feel like the Tower moved you right where you needed to be, or will move you right where you needed to be. I feel like, you know, it's been some time between the Tower and then Temperance now giving you like the green light. Mother Mary giving you the green light. Like, you know, it's go time. It's go time. This 9 is also looking back at the Tower, so definitely reflecting over that Tower. You know, often notice, and we have the Hermit underneath that, just so you know. But often look at this Tower, and it's made out of gold, right? So it can really withstand. And I feel like it's talking about like you know, we can withstand much more than we think that we can. Some of us are, you know, some of us have difficult pasts, but really the opportunity to learn from them. I don't mind that the Hermit's underneath that. You know, that's spiritual reflection over it also. And I feel like what that allows is the Tower not to have the effect in your life anymore. Whether this is an old feeling that, you know, or an old thought system that's not serving you, it feels like you're clearing that up. Alright, I don't mind at all seeing the Tower in the bottom of the deck, guys. Alright, let's bring in the Gilded Tarot. Again, already pre-shuffled, but we'll give it a shuffle or two. You know, I mean, the sun is illuminating the Palace of Pentacles and the Palace of Cups. That feels pretty big to me, especially with Temperance opening up the reading. It is a card of Sagittarius. I don't know if I said that. But this is about divine timing, things happening at the right time, in their right time. I feel like, again, I've learned a lot, or I've had the opportunity to learn a lot about my past. And what I've learned is probably going to serve me moving forward, because with the Six of Swords, again, I'm leaving that toxicity behind for brighter days. Okay. Doesn't take long at all. We have the 8 of Cups. Interesting. And then we have your card, the Devil. And I have to say, you really have been showing up in a lot of people's readings. You know, don't talk yourself out of something. If you feel like there's something that you want to do, that you would be good at, you know, whether it be money or whether it be a relationship, try not to talk yourself out of it. And I'm saying that because, you know, Temperance, the 8 of Cups coming over Temperance, again, divine timing. Well, sometimes the universe is waiting for us to clear certain energy. And that would make sense with the 8 of Cups, right? The 8 of Cups is me taking a moment to get emotional clarity over my past. Why? So that those cups that have spilled over no longer affect my present day or my future. You know, what was, but what will be, will be. You know, interesting though, Capricorn, it completely ties you to both of these palaces. Palace of Pentacles and the Palace of Cups. We have the 4 of Swords. Okay. Look at this. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles. Interesting how I allow myself to heal, right? What am I healing? I'm healing the past. I'm healing those swords that pierced my heart. But I'm also healing myself, because the fourth sword is your own making, right? My own, I don't know, my own energy within every situation or any situation. This can be the healing of, one situation, or it can be healing of life, right? The healing of the patterns that I've created or I see in my life. I don't want them anymore, right? I want to start anew. Healing. Why? So that when this Ace of Pentacles comes in, and it will, you see it, you know it, you appreciate it, and you take action with it. The Ace of Pentacles, there's one deck, I forget what deck it is, I think it's the Light Seers, where this ace has roots growing out of it. And that just tells you that this pentacle that's coming in, it's meant to expand your life, expand your world, expand a certain part of your world, which, listen, can change your whole world. I want to say it's a blessing, but I feel like it's earned at the same time. Why? Well, because I allowed myself to clear the emotional turmoil that was once me, because I allowed myself to heal, right? Heal, and also heal those broken pieces of me. Now, listen, sometimes we don't have the luxury of just healing in bed, right? We have to keep on moving, because I do feel like that. like the healing will continue as you move along. But this Ace of Pentacles, it's like, okay, I look at what has been toxic. I allow myself to heal from it as much as I can. It has to start with emotional clarity. It just feels like there's no way around it, right? And I feel like as soon as you do that, by the way, 8 of Cups, 8, a new beginning, right? Coming over Temperance. When? Well, it seems like now, with Mother Mary saying action. And then here is the way. So coming over the 6 of Swords makes perfect sense, right? Because now I know what's toxic. I know what holds me back. I know who holds me back, right? I know all of it now. As much as I can, at least. And it's like, it's like Divine sees that. So, here comes this Ace. I feel like if there is elements, let's say within your money, like avenues that, or epiphanies that have come to you that you think that it's like, I really would like to do that, but you haven't, right? Maybe I put it off. I feel like now it opens up, like the opportunity opens up. Not that the opportunity wasn't there. I feel it's more, maybe I didn't move into that opportunity, but now I feel like you are. Or at least there's every reason to. All right, again, the 8 of Wands. The first time we're seeing the 8 of Wands, but another 8. And this is also fast-moving energy. Want to think about it, bring about. My intention. A lot of times you'll see 4 wands going out into the universe and 4 wands coming back. That's my intention. Coming back. Want to think about it, bring about. That's why you want to take some time to allow yourself to heal, right? Like, don't just brush over it. Like, sometimes I do want to take a moment to look within my emotional house so that I can better live my life, to be honest. Fast moving energy. Something is happening quickly. And then we have the Knight of Swords. You know, this is interesting because my daughter, who's a Scorpio, and her friend, who is a Capricorn, are starting a podcast. Now, they've put it off a few times, right? But I feel like they would be great at it. They would be great at it. And, you know, and I'm saying that because I feel like this is kind of like that information, like now using my voice to maybe better help others. You know, I feel like that's really what divine uses us for. I'm saying the word uses, but our experiences so that we can help others, right? Others who are walking our footsteps, like we've been there. We have the Hierophant coming over the sun. And then look at this, we have the Sun again coming over the King of Cups. First of all, the Sun's wrapped around this King. Male, female, again, doesn't matter. It just really talks about, I feel like, first of all, you know, whoever this king or queen may be, there's complete illumination around them. Like, there's nothing you have to worry about. There's nothing, I feel like, that's hidden. With the Hierophant over the sun, right? This is about your belief system, your faith. You know, it's a 5. It asks you to take a moment, question it. Are you living within your own truth? You know, to thyself be true. Or are you, you know, you let other people's influences make the decisions for you. This is about your power, right? Your power, your belief system. Listen, if there is healing that is needed, it's like being healed from the highest. 2 suns, double Leo. Okay, I'm not going to let that go yet. I want to look at, I want to know more about the King. We have the Page of Cups, and I'm really looking at the King. We have the 7 of Wands, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. Well, first of all, this is great energy for collaboration. Great energy for collaboration. You know, there's this energy also of your inner child and allowing it to come out in this period. Like, you know, let's say this is talking about someone doing a podcast. This is coming from, you know, all that I have learned and all that I have gained and how I find myself again. With the 7 of Wands there, 7 of Wands defending one's actions, or at least I feel like I need to do that. But it's moving beyond that because with the 3 of Pentacles there, it's about what you do, what you can create for yourself. But also this is a great energy of collaboration, I have to say. And the Ace of Pentacles coming right down below it. I mean, perfect if, what am I holding? 3 of Pentacles. You know, 3 of Pentacles is also the energy of other people appreciating what you do. It's not just about what you do, but it's learning to trust in that. But it's also other people appreciating that, seeing that, sometimes unbeknownst to me. I'm just going to take one more, and then we're going to move into the light seers. Well, I was going to say one more, but let's see. Let's see what we have. We have judgment. Call to attention, guys. Call to attention. You're needed in the present day moment. This tells you, listen, yes, your experiences and your wisdom of the past, all important, but this is about a new day, a rebirth, right? Allowing yourself to have this rebirth. We have the King of Swords. I feel like this is talking about honesty and truth, being truthful with oneself. We have the Five of Pentacles. And then we have the Knight of Wands. So I'm not really sure what I'm clarifying here. I feel like these are just coming out on their own. But the Knight of Wands, again, fast-moving energy. This is something that's coming towards you. And if I just follow the line, it's like, again, I feel like it's an opportunity to really take this pentacle, well, I feel like, and use it in a way that feels special to you. And again, if I'm doing it with if I'm collaborating with someone else, I feel like, it has the opportunity to truly be very abundant. Not only that, but then you have the Palace of Cups also. So, I don't know. I feel like, I have a feeling this is also talking about love. Okay, let's pick these up. And let's go into the light seers. And let's see what synchronicities we get. Oh, look at this. We have one more card flipped over. Ten of Wands. Time to let it go. All right, we're picking them all up. I'll remember what's there. And we're going to bring in the light seers. Already pre-shuffled. Just give them a cut. And we are going to shuffle for these ones. All right. Four of Swords. When I see that Four of Swords, I often feel like I'm healing body, mind, and soul. Body, mind, heart, and soul. We have the Five of Swords. Well, we have the Six of Swords, and I felt the Five of Swords in there. It's very clear what is divine trying to help you with right now. Healing of those swords, right? It can be the mind, right? It can be my thought system, like, it gets jumbled up, or I stop believing in myself. But listen, it's based on other people many times. It can be based within your, I should say, it can be like self-doubt. But again, where did that come from? Usually, if I look and I'm looking for the root of it, I can go way back, right? Way back. But this is something that's not supposed to affect you. Or let me put it a different way. This is being healed for a reason. You got to allow it for sure. You got to allow it for sure. Four to the 5. Look at that, to the 7. Okay, trying to make my decisions of what I want to do. But this feels, Seven of Cups talks about chaotic energy. It can be chaotic, right? But yet, maybe I still need to pick a cup. It can be where I don't trust myself to pick a cup anymore. Every time I pick a cup, I seem to pick the wrong cup. That could be true, but maybe you've learned a lot from those cups that you call wrong, right? Maybe they were meant to be. Maybe they gave you wisdom that you would not have had otherwise. Maybe it's helping you to help others. All of that. You know, I feel like when you're giving these tough challenges, your soul really wanted them. Your soul came here to experience not just joy and happiness, but all of it, right? So is life. Seven of Cups. You know, I feel like if anything, it's saying that, you know, when it comes to making a decision about my life, the past is affecting me, or it was. However, Divine is saying, but we want to heal that. You have to allow it also. You know, and sometimes that means I have to look. I have to understand. I got to know what my own sword is, right? Like, where's my responsibility in this so that I don't repeat it? The Hierophant. Trust yourself. 2 5s, by the way, on the first row. Trust yourself. You know, get back to your belief system. Get back to what you know is right for you. It's funny, I feel like this is like the stairway to heaven. It is the stairway to heaven. Right? And there's the light at the top. I feel like it's vibrations I climb. You know, and where can I eventually end up? Well, I feel like in that light. And I'm not talking about like in heaven. I'm not talking about like, you know, I'm talking about on this earth. But can I create heaven on earth? I think you can. I feel like your belief system has definitely been shaken up. Is that a word? From the past. I feel like it's definitely affected you. It's affected your decision making to a point. I'm not saying like everything went wrong, but what I'm saying is there's definitely been some energy where change, you know, was needed. Change was needed. And I don't feel like it's like this is saying now. I feel like, you know, the change has happened. Allow myself to heal. Maybe I didn't realize that it may have been the best thing for me, right? I want to say within the Seven of Cups, be careful also, you know, because for some reason it's also reminding me of like alcohol. Like, you know, I don't want to make my decisions. You know, I want to make them with a sober mind. Let's just put it that way. All right. We have the Five of Pentacles. You know, there's that tower in the healing of it. Five of Pentacles, normally this is the energy of like feeling thrown out into the cold. Right? Something happened against my will, but I don't have the luxury of doing nothing. I have to keep moving through it. What I love about the Five of Pentacles is if you give yourself the opportunity, what you learn through this energy is a true sense of compassion and empathy. Why? Well, because it's not easy energy, right? I have to get through it though. It's another 5. If you look at this girl here, you know, her head is down, you know, it's an option where I just do nothing. And that's kind of what she's choosing here, right? Her head is down, like she thinks it's the end of the world, but there's a lock right on the floor. All she has to do is turn around and see the lock. That lock will open the new door. And it feels divine. But maybe I don't know that when my head is down, right? When I'm in that energy. Nonetheless, the healing is coming over that at the same time. You know, you have 3 5s on the table. So changes, yes, changes. But I feel like some of these changes have already happened. And it's just giving you an idea of why. King of Pentacles. So Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. This king seems to be holding that pentacle. Look at this, 6 of Wands, victory. Victory. Spotlight's on you. This is an energy where, listen, if you take your past and especially the difficult parts of it, and you have reflected upon it, and you've asked divine to help you understand it, and you understand the spiritual muscles you have gained because of it, I just think what a great teacher you then become, right? I feel like this is, this is the energy, again, where other people are looking up to you. Not for your words necessarily, but because of your actions. I feel like whatever you're trying to make a decision in, you make it. Look at this. And then the Emperor. Interesting, because if this is talking about like any type of business, again, it just reminds me again of my daughter and her friend. The Emperor, great for a business owner, but it talks about putting a plan in place, right? Like the Emperor would do it with structure. The Empress is more the creative one, right? The one who flies more by her creativity, gives birth to those ideas. The Emperor may be, could be the one who puts it in plan, puts it in place. Some of you, it's almost like you're talking about your face system and others are listening. Others are open to it. I'm going to take 4 more. Well, or whatever comes out. All right, there's that King of Swords again. Your voice feels important here. I'm talking your higher voice. Does that make sense? I'm talking to the voice that is spiritual. I'm talking to your spiritual ears. This king has conquered his mountain. He's conquered it. Conquering my voice, my truth. Not so afraid of it, right? The conquering of that. And then, God, I just feel like then your voice is important. How did I overcome? Let me help you. Let me help you, or let me help show you the way as I have been there. I do feel this King of Pentacles is you, Capricorn, and I do feel like it's you scratching your head, and I feel like if it's talking about opportunity, look at it that way. This ace is not bringing you anything negative. It's bringing you something very, very positive. Page of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. Interesting. It's almost like it's like 2 different paths here. 4 of Cups, I have a dream, right? Or I have these epiphanies. But in the 4 of Cups, I'm not doing anything about it. They actually call this the lazy card. I do nothing about it. It's interesting because she's looking back at this Page of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles is all about, the path of knowledge, the path of learning. For my physical world, yes, but also let's even take that further and move into the spiritual world. Interesting that this king is holding this pentacle, and so is this page. Listen, for some of you, it's almost like your younger self, right? Your younger self reminding you of all that you have learned, right? Forget about what you have lost. I know it's hard, but this is about what you've gained. This is about pure knowledge, pure wisdom that you have gained. And then, I don't know, just feel like you're meant to do something with it. We have the Six of Pentacles. And then we have your card, the Devil, again. Six of Pentacles. This is learning the fine art of give and take. It's the balance, right? I don't take without giving. If I give, I do expect to receive. It's being open to both, right? I think of the 33, always. I don't know why, but I do. Like a master number 33. But I think of the balance between the two threes within this. This can be a question of, do I give more than I receive, or do I receive more than I give? We have the Five of Pentacles right here. So, this is evolution. This is, you've evolved from the Five, which is the difficult energy, into the Six. Now, I feel like the main thing I'm looking at is my energy in this. This is a very charitable type energy. Listen, you've learned compassion and empathy, and this is really putting it into place. This is a very charitable, I think I just said that, a charitable energy. But it's also coming under this Emperor, and it's directly related to you, Capricorn. I feel like if this is relating to your pentacles, it's saying if you put the work in, it's going to grow. If you put the work in. If you don't put the work in, it's going to stay in a state of confusion. It just kind of feels that simple. Now, when I say put the work in, I just mean I'm taking action, right? I'm taking action towards the building of. Okay, what's at the bottom of the deck? The King of Cups. So we have the King of Cups twice. We have the King of Swords twice. What else do we have twice? Your card twice. The Hierophant twice. Alright, we're going to just go ahead and take the Gilded Tarot and go right over this. We have the Knight of Cups. Did come in reverse though. And then we have the Five of Cups. Another 5 over a 5. Okay, we got to look at this because first of all, it's like this Knight of Cups, which is normally like unexpected love, right? Whether I'm giving it or I'm receiving it. I can't really plan it. It's just something that happens. This is kind of like just falling in love, right? I didn't plan it. It just happened. But I feel like with this Knight coming in reverse, it's saying it's kind of like you're holding that back. And then the Five of Cups. Why? Well, because it's also coming over the Five of Swords, it's showing how my past can affect my present and my future if I don't clear it. So it's like I shut down this Knight, right? I shut it down. Listen, maybe you're not ready for it yet. It's your right. It's not that. I'm not telling you to accept it, but I'm just showing you exactly what's coming out. Because in the Five of Cups, again, I'm thinking about all I have lost, but I'm not thinking about all that has yet to be gained. Remember, in the Five of Cups, if, much like this, the person in the Five of Pentacles, all they got to do is turn around and there's that lock that unlocks the next chapter. Same with the Five of Cups. If I can change my focus, well, there's 2 more cups. There's 2 new cups. And it's not the past. It's about the present and the future. But I feel like I'm shutting that down. I'm shutting it down for now, anyway. It's really showing how our past can really mess with our present and our future if we do not clear it. I mean, it does. It will just mess with us. That's what it feels like. We have the Empress coming over the Seven of Cups. You know, she's in reverse, but I never really feel like the Empress is in reverse. I feel like this may be someone, this could be you thinking of whoever this Empress is, but she's in reverse. I just find it interesting because you have the Emperor, right? And now we have the Empress. And it's funny because you have the Five of Cups again, you know, all that I have lost of my past. But the Four of Swords is saying, well, allow us to heal that. Allow us to heal that. You know, this Knight of Cups in reverse, it's almost like I'm holding back. You know, I'm holding back. Why? Because my focus is on, again, either someone I've lost or something I've lost. But this is not the end. This is just not the end. It may be the end to that, but this is not the end of excitement in your life. You know what I mean? Because those two cups have been yet to be discovered. It's interesting because the Empress, again, is that very creative, nurturing, loving type energy, right? Kind of the opposite of the Emperor, but that's why they work so well together. That it's like, you know, it's like the Empress gives birth to her epiphanies and the Emperor puts a plan in place, you know, puts a plan in place. Then we have the Ace of Wands. Go. This is your red light, or your green light, red light. This is your green light. This is inspired action when you receive the Ace of Wands, especially coming over the Hierophant. Inspired action. It's like you're receiving epiphanies. And they feel like they're coming from a higher source. Do you believe that? Are you going to allow it? We have the Six of Cups. And then we have the Hermit coming over this King of Pentacles. So for some of you, this King of Pentacles could be a Virgo. This is Virgo's card. But it's interesting because I feel like this Six of Cups, you know, I'm going to be honest. I feel like if I'm waiting for someone from the past to return, I don't feel like it's going to happen. Or let me put it a different way. If it did happen, would it be the best thing for you? Because I feel like this is all talking about new and moving forward. I feel like this Knight of Cups, right below this Five of Pentacles, and now the Six of Cups, you know, maybe, yeah, I had hoped that someone within the Six of Cups, that something would come together, but nonetheless, all these fives are kind of telling me opposite. And then the Hermit. The Hermit's all about your spiritual wisdom. You know, the Hermit with the Page of Pentacles below that. You know, if you don't think your life has been a learning course for your soul, it's like, you know, your soul receives degrees as you go along, as I'm willing to learn, and then to heal, and then to let go, and then to begin new, right? Allow these new beginnings, new opportunities that want to show themselves. It's like, don't be afraid that you can be the light for others. Trust that within yourself. Because, and I'm saying that because this king is holding that pentacle. And then it moves into the Six of Wands, which is the energy of victory. That moves into the Emperor. What is it you want to create? Take the action steps that's needed. And you will. Keep going. Well, look at that. The Six of Wands coming over the Six of Wands. Again, if this is talking about collaboration, guys, you know, two people, like, in the spotlight, wow. Do it. Do it. Six of Wands. You know why? Because other people will be looking to you. Other people will appreciate, again, what it is you bring to the table. No doubt. I have no doubt You know, but I feel like with the Empress and the Emperor, like, if this is like any type of collaboration, then I don't know. I feel like the more, you know, I don't want to make it rigid, but I feel like if I can put a plan in place, I feel like you can be very successful within something. Business ownership, absolutely. A new avenue into that, absolutely. All right, let's keep going. Let's look at the Emperor. Well, I'm looking at everything. We have the High Priestess. It's your intuition. It's your intuition. And interesting that the High Priestess is also touching the Hierophant, and above it is this Ace of Wands. Inspired action again. Trust yourself. Trust yourself that you can not only build something, but build something to real success. Let's not forget about that Palace of Pentacles and the Palace of Cups. It's almost like, you know, it's almost like abundance and like love that resides within my home. We have the Hangman. Hangman is a pause. Why? Because I'm seeking actions on my next steps. I'm seeking actions for my physical plane. On this physical plane, what do I do? Look at this, Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Wow. You know, the Ten of Swords can represent a pattern that has developed within yourself or within your life. And that pattern is taking sword after sword after sword after sword. But what I have to learn within this energy is somewhere along the road, I submitted. Is that the right word? Almost like I gave up. I gave up. Now, I do feel like this is your past, but it's coming over the Page of Pentacles. So with the Hermit above it, so again, there's great wisdom that you can learn from it. First of all, you definitely want to look at patterns, right? Because listen, if something is not serving you, something had not served you in the past, and it's something you've tried over and over again, why would it serve you now? Unless there's been great change, right? If there's been no change, well then, how can I expect something different? It's interesting. It's kind of like you're wrestling with your mind, right? Because I feel like part of you wants to be free from the past, but I feel like there's a part of you that hangs on to it at the same time. We have the Queen of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, coming over that Four of Cups. But the Six of Wands above her. What's underneath that? Oh, the Six of Wands. That's right. Because I felt like in that, like two people, right? Two people having this victorious energy, or two people celebrating something. So the Queen of Cups coming over that Four of Cups. You know, in the Four of Cups, I do have a dream. You know, like I do have a dream. But I'm not doing a lot about it, right? I'm still dreaming it. But I'm not putting any action behind it. Maybe the action that's needed. Now, I know why. Because right behind the Queen is that Ten of Swords. I don't think this Queen had anything to do with this Ten of Swords, because this is of the past. I would relate it more to the Six of Cups. We kept getting the King of Cups. Where is he? He's here somewhere, right? And now we have the Queen of Cups. Like-minded energy, if nothing else. Like-minded energy. All right, just a couple more. Hello, Ace of Cups. First of all, it's coming right over you, Capricorn. Connecting this Queen to it, the Queen of Cups. And it's coming over the Six of Pentacles. I cannot help. Oh, here's the King right there. You know, it's really interesting because in the Knight of Cups reversed through the Six, just down this row, I kind of feel like, you know, even with the Five of Cups right there, like, listen, there may have been something that I truly wanted, right? But truth be told, I feel like you guys are saying it's done with. Like, it wouldn't serve you to go backwards. It would serve you to live in this present moment. And I feel like there's a real need for that because there's changes coming, right? And these changes that are coming are all great changes, right? The heavy cards seem to want to disappear. Ace of Cups. And it is mirrored by the Ace of Swords. I don't know. Love? Whether it be romantic or a love of a friend, love of a person, but you know, I feel like your intuition, your gut tells you one thing, and then your mind tells you another. So you got to find that balance within that. Well, I think you got to listen to your gut. Ace of Cups. Connects this Queen to you, Capricorn. Again, male or female. Don't even worry about it. First of all, like-minded energy. The Queen and the King of Cups. The Empress and the Emperor. So you're around like-minded energy, or you will be. We have the Six of Pentacles. I don't even know what I'm looking at, so I'm just going to take it right down the middle. And then we have the Four of Pentacles. Some of you, I think you're just working out of your home. And, you know, more and more and more people are working out of their home. And I don't know. I feel very inspired when I work out of my home versus, you know, well, I don't know. Maybe I was inspired then. I kind of forgot. But, like, doing this, I'm always inspired. I always have new ideas coming in. It's kind of showing the Empress also having new ideas coming in. You know, I feel like the Empress, though, whoever she may represent, she's also someone who's got to make, you know, choices and decisions and stick by them, right? Stick by and believe. But the Four of Pentacles. You know, first of all, Four of Pentacles talks about your foundation and then building of a foundation, whether it be new or, you know what I mean? This is making sure I'm strong within myself first and foremost. All right, I'm just going to do one more round. That Nine of Wands again. Don't give up on me, baby. Listen, all I can say is I feel like this is telling us over and over again that there's a new avenue that wants to open up in your life or potentially has. it does take your action. I feel like with the Empress, it's talking about creativity, inspired action, and with the Emperor, it's putting it to paper, putting a plan in place. If the two work together, wow, right? I mean, that is the power couple. And then you have this Queen connected to the Ace of Cups and connected to you. And interesting because the Six of Pentacles, it's almost like both have learned that lesson. I think this is one of those things where you have got to trust your intuition about what it is that you want, and then take inspired action. If you feel this inspired action, move upon it. Move upon it. Because, you know, the Four of Cups says, I'm doing nothing about it. Even though I had that dream, I'm not being proactive. So I need to be proactive if I want to bring it about. All right, let's read Mother Mary. And let's see exactly what she's talking about as it's related to the action. Mother Mary sends you this gentle reminder that sometimes you must take human action in order for your prayers to be answered. Such is the case with your current situation, where you may have disregarded or procrastinated working on a priority. Mother Mary is compassionate and understands that you've got multiple responsibilities demanding your time and attention. Even so, this is a case where things will stay at a standstill until you take steps in your desired direction. To clarify which action steps to take, sit quietly and interview your heart with these questions. What is most important to me? How much time do I devote to these priorities daily? What can I do right now to support them? Notice the thoughts and feelings that arise, because these are part of the answers to your prayers. Then ask Mother Mary and the angels to boost your motivation and confidence to take these action steps. Wow. I know where this fits in a few people's lives. You know, I just know your energy that well. Even if this is the first time you're here, I feel like I pick up your energy. Anyways, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Because I feel like ultimately, it's your action that determines what's next. I love you guys. I thank you guys for your patience. I know you've had to wait a little bit for this one. Don't forget to check out your bonus. I'll connect it to it. You know, I'm trying to think what your bonus is about. Well, I'll connect it. If you want to watch it, it'll be there. Because your bonus was probably done about 2 weeks ago. So, anyways, I love you guys. It seems like a lot of change. But this is also very good change, very inspired. And when I say change, I don't feel like life-shattering or life, you know, like boom, my whole life changes. No, it seems like step by step by step. But then the world is your oyster. The world becomes your oyster. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye-bye.